Hi, Marianne Croce here from Small Biz Vantage and the creator of 3 Day Weekend System and Coaching. And I'm glad to be here each and every Tuesday. I really do look forward to these to do business leadership in 15 minutes. I do these lives for a couple of reasons. One of them is for you to be able to shift your perspective, your vantage, if you will, of your business and turn that into a competitive edge. We get so used to seeing things a certain way. Sometimes when you shift that, it's amazing what can happen. The second reason is for you to implement one action item, one thing that you hear each week and really make a big impact in your business. It doesn't take major changes. These small shifts can create a ripple effect. And that's when the magic happens. So, the most common question I get asked when I meet people is, Marianne, who do you work with? And I work with business owners who are in the automotive and skilled trade industries. These are people that have a lot of grit and drive, and I have a lot of admiration and respect for them. These are also owners who have reached milestones in their business, but what they want to do now is they want to have a life. They don't want their business to consume them anymore. And I call the state that they're in, and many will agree when we talk, is they're in owner overload and they want to really rid themselves of that. And that's where I come in and help. Now, today's topic is about owner leader gratitude. And this is a very timely topic coming to the end of the year. It really is a great time to reflect. I love the end of the year looking at it as a time for reflection. I actually enjoy looking in the rearview mirror. And yes, there have been challenges, but I've learned from them and came out stronger on the other side of challenge. I have to be really open here. I am not one who thinks that forgetting about the past is a good thing. The key is not to get stuck in the past, actually live there, but to learn from it. The people in my circle, they are achievers and they don't mind reviewing the lessons learned over the year in addition to recognizing their wins. They'll even share the lessons learned. So, what I want to do is talk to you about three things that I'm grateful for. When I do this reflection, I look back at these three things. So, what I think about first is the people in my life who make me better. They hold me accountable, give me support, and this includes other coaches, other shop owners, other business owners, my team, my clients, groups that I belong to, associations that I'm part of, my coach, industry peers, family, and friends. There are people that don't even realize how much they have made an impact on me. So I'm grateful for people. The second thing that I'm really grateful for is process. I would be lost without frameworks or models to run my businesses. Some people feel constrained by systems, processes, SOPs, but for me, they are actually freeing. I get so much more done, and I can actually empower others by delegating and outsourcing tasks. There are many people out there that are better at certain things than I am. So I find those definitely something to be grateful for. And the last is profit. I could only do so much without an amazing team, but knowing and understanding business financials have really helped me make better decisions quicker. And I'm more confident in my decisions. I'm able to do more for my team, my customers, my clients, and community because of profits. So I am really grateful for those three things. And I love to reflect on them every single year. This idea of gratitude came to me years ago in the framework that I'm describing to you because I knew, that I could only do so much alone. But with the help of others, I could provide jobs while best serving my customers and not be burning myself out. I really don't have to feel like I'm going 24/7 to get everything done, and my business no longer has to consume me. So I don't want to paint this like rose-colored picture that everything's perfect all the time because challenges are going to happen. It's part of life and it's part of business. And it's silly to think that they won't. And some of the things that I think that happen is in some way or another, we lose. It could be an account, it could be a big account, it could be a valued team member, or something in your personal life. You feel like you don't have time, or even relationships. We feel a sense of loss, and challenge happens when we feel that. The next one is control. There are things that you cannot control, but they will be more manageable if you remember that you can control how you respond and how you act in those situations. It's all about how you show up. Really, really true. So, control is a biggie. Thank you, John, for being here. The next one is capability. We it's easy for us, all of us, to make excuses. We are capable of more than we realize. We are. And we have to actually think about that because we can hold ourselves back. Many say that they couldn't change, right? They've said that in the past. And guess what? COVID happened, and not only people changed, but entire industries had to change because of it. So we are all capable of more than we realize. And going in and acting on that is huge. So, how do you keep this all together when challenges happen, when life is good, right? When we think about that. During good times, it's really easy to be upbeat and it's easy to be positive. Some will stay cautious though and kind of hold back because they're waiting for that next challenge to happen. What I recommend is learn to breathe. Give yourself space to enjoy the good times and the wins. Really celebrate them. But here, do the same when challenge happens. Remember to take that breath, acknowledge what happened, but also learn from the experience so that you can push through it. So, how do you keep yourself balanced? Be able to appreciate the good times and navigate through the challenges is a skill to develop. And here's what I use. This is a method that I call the POP method, POP. The first thing is positivity. The second P stands for optimism. And the O stands for optimism. And the last P in POP stands for practicality. So positivity, optimism, and practicality. Positivity. The reason that I can be positive is because I am a planner. I'm proactive. Don't fly by the seat of your pants in business or when it comes to life making major decisions. Plan out your year. Plan it out. Plan out when you're going to take time off. Read a book, listen to a podcast, set goals, but have a plan for your business and for life. So with that plan, you're being proactive and you can be positive. Optimistic. How can you be optimistic? Well, you can when you learn from the past. We've all gone through some pretty hard stuff. I know everyone that's listening live or on the replay, I know you've all gone through something that was a real challenge. Apply the lessons learned to new challenges and say, you know what? We went through some pretty hard stuff before. We're going to get through this. That's how I can be optimistic. And lastly, is practicality. Because if you don't have the practicality and you walk around being positive and optimistic all the time, people think you're delusional. I mean, let's face it, right? You can't walk around with rose colored glasses on all the time because life isn't that way. So, practicality is very important. Know and use the resources that are available to you. And we all have the same resources. They're people, money, skills, and time. Now, we may have different amounts of them or different degrees of them, but we all have the same skill sets. So you can reach out to others for help. You know your circle, you know the people that are there for you. Money, you decide what you're going to spend money on and how to use that money wisely. And what are your skill sets and your team's skill sets? Where do they stand? And as far as your time, you need to set boundaries so that you're not burning yourself out, leaving you no time to have a life or, running on empty when you go home. Like that's it. Your energy it just spent from the day. So it's really important to have some type of framework, some type of system that you can go back to and you can use on a regular basis. So, lastly, I want to share with you a pro thinking tip. Show people around you gratitude. Let them know the difference that they've made in your world. Then pay it forward by helping someone else out. It's not only rewarding, but it makes us stronger and wiser and better equipped to handle challenges and change. It really does. So I want to wish everyone a great holiday, whether you watch this live or on the replay. If you find this valuable, please share it with another business owner or even someone else that you know that it could help. Thanks again, Bob, for being here. I really do appreciate it. I value your input. So that's it for this week's Business Leadership in 15 Minutes. Enjoy your holiday. Have a happy Thanksgiving. And I look forward to doing another live next week.